guys, I wanted to tell you about my sponsor, Noble Gold, and how much they help out this channel, and they can also help out you. You know, we all need a little cheering up at the moment. We are all practicing positivity, which is great. Well, what if your financial worries right now could go away? What if you could get your money away from risky stocks and into your own retirement account? Gold is up over 16% so far this year, and the Dow is down around 10%. Very interesting. What they are offering is a rare America the Beautiful silver coin. With any qualified IRA, you will receive one of these coins for free. You can't beat that. This is a limited edition silver coin. This is one of the most beautiful coins ever made in and for America, and you can get it for free. This would be a great thing to have and maybe gift to somebody, correct? Make sure you tell that True Reporting sent you so you can qualify for this free silver coin offer. This offer is only for July, so make sure you can call right away and don't let this slip through your fingers. Visit noblegoldinvestments.com or call them today at 877-646-5347 and get the ball rolling in July. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy the podcast and have a beautiful day. What's up? Long time no see. I seem to come and go, don't I? That's done with. That's done with. What is up, fam? Mike Bender. Flex on him. Sunny skies. Marsha, good to see you, sweetie. Shan, Pun. What is up, everybody? Good to see each and every one of you. Oh my goodness. Prayer Warrior Girl. Oh my God, I love all the I missed yous. No, I wasn't banned. Turn this down a little bit. There we go. How are you? How are you? It's been a while, hasn't it? It surely has. August is a hot month. Guys, I have, thank you, Melissa Marie. I missed you too. I missed every one of you. I really mean that. Tracy Faye, thank you. Jolene Nance, CJ Wilson, Nikki Silvers. What's up, bruh? Ray J. What's up, Ray J? What's up? Meg Free, hanging in there. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Suzanne Burke, welcome. John Light wears IET. He's banned, but his wife is still around. His wife is still around. AK Outlaw, what's up? Welcome back, T-Bone. Thank you. Savannah Sputnik, we'll get into that soon. She asked, where was I? Peapod, hello. Caffeine Addict. Good to see you. Jeff George, what's up, Jeffrey? Wow, look at these nice words. Look at this. This makes me feel so good. I really mean that. Wagon Wheel. What's up, Wagon Wheel? Paulette, hey, sweetie. Navy vet, what's going on, man? Sholin 42, what's up, Mange? Big Mike loves Barry. What's up, dude? Aussie Pat. I love my friends from abroad. Australia's going through some tough stuff, man. What's going on in Australia, bro? Let us know. Call in. Call in and let us know what's going on in Australia, because that is, y'all are like locked down. Big time. We'll get into it. I wanted to talk about Ams Dave. What's up? What's up, Ams Dave? Aaron Brothers, what's up, buddy? Good to see you too. Sunshine Shenanigan, chilling in my pool, listening to True Reporting. My gracious. That's great. That's great. I wanted to I had to take a break. Going through a lot. You know, we all have our struggles, and that's just what it was. That's what it was. I have struggles, and found some goodness while I was away. I wasn't away too long. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days, and I was completely gone on Twitter. I didn't get on Twitter for 3 days straight. I didn't touch it. It's kind of like a social media cleansing. You know, people have to do that to stay sane. You understand that, don't you? I hope you do. I hope you are understanding of that. It does happen. But you know, Ray J, we're mirthy goodness all day. And I appreciate it so much when I come back and it's acknowledged that, hey, where have you been? We missed you. I missed you too. It's true. Up 3, exactly. Informational overload. That's what it was. It's what it is. Sometimes it gets tough. Sometimes you struggle with other stuff, and you just gotta do it. Jan, what's mirth? Mirth is joyfulness. Mirth I can describe to you as if you're with your best friends and you're laughing uncontrollably and nothing in the world matters. Nothing around you matters except that moment. It's joyfulness, it's blissfulness, it's happiness. That's what we try to do here, right? This is what we do here. And it is what it is. You know, it's a beautiful thing that we have this platform, hopefully forever, right? I always pray. I try to pray a good amount of times during a 7-day week. Is it every day? No, it's not. But, you know, I pray that this channel has the longevity and it continues to grow. Me and Shannon were talking on the phone today. I didn't even talk to Shan. I haven't spoken to anybody hardly in 4 days. And we talked on the phone today for 2.5 hours. And, you know, we were just talking about how different the channel used to be and how much it's grown and what it's evolved into. And, you know, it's an amazing thing to watch and to go back and look at those old videos. It's crazy. It's crazy. We've come a long ways, guys. And I know the names. I see the names in the chat. The reoccurring names in the chat. I see who donates through PayPal and on Patreon and who goes to the super chat through Streamlabs. I know these names, and I will say this. I don't know many other channels, if any, that when somebody sends a message on Patreon, that they are given a response fairly quickly in thanking them and showing them how gracious they are. I do that. And, you know, guys, that's how it is. You know, I do this for you. I create this for you. And it's for us to communicate with like-minded patriots day in and day out as often as we can do this. And you show your appreciation through Patreon, and it never goes unnoticed nor unappreciated. With that being said, my friends, I want you to know that if you're new here, welcome. Let us know if you've never been to this channel before. Let us know in the chat. Let us know how you found it. Make sure you subscribe because you're in a great place. This is the coziest part on the internet, our cozy corner of the internet. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get the alerts when I go live or post a podcast. Podcasts are Tuesdays and Thursdays. And also follow me on Twitter. We're lucky. We have not been exiled yet. We haven't been hit because, you know, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm just on there. I'll post stuff. But I post there's some nuggets on there. Let's be honest. There's some nuggets I'll drop. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. And what's left? Leave a like. The mission every day. Thank you, Jay Bettis. I am on Parler as well. True Reporting 1985. True Reporting 1985. That is my Parler account. and the mods will drop those links in the chat for you. So you can go ahead and click it, follow us on all those platforms. And like I said, leave a like. Our mission every day, our goal every day is to hit 1,000 likes before the 2 hours is up. It's good. It's good. Yes, I am. I am on Top Chat. Thank you for letting me know that. Appreciate it. Beautiful. There we go. Thanks for letting me know that. It's cool. You know, we're here, right? CJ, good day, mate. Good to see you. Good to see you. Always here from Australia. Always in the crib. Yeah, Nikki, I was 1985. January, Capricorn, Sun. Jenny Hildebrand, thank you. Thank you for following me on Parlor. I understand. Ashley McLean, what's up? DeGoof, what's up, DeGoof? I want you to know that I understand that Parler's kind of an echo chamber where everyone's conservative, everyone is, you know, pro-Trump, pro-17. I get that. But if you go on there, you know, there's no censorship. None. I could drop a post. I only have 3,000, a little over 3,000 followers. I could drop a post, and 30 minutes later, there's, I don't know, 1,500 likes. That's how the internet is supposed to work. Not like this. Not being demonetized. Not being censored or, suppressed. This is not the Wild Wild West as it once was. But it's okay. It's okay. You know? It is what it is. I do want to go over the, I definitely want to go over the press conference that POTUS had today. We're going to watch that this evening. We'll get to some calls. We got a lot in store. And this is just a place where we can come to recharge. That's what it's about. So that's why we're here. I'm about to do the Bill Barr. I literally was about to like subconsciously do the Bill Barr where he's like, Amy B, thank you for subscribing on Patreon. I really appreciate it. It's $9.99 a month. Cancel my cable, all that stuff. People, I realized I was paying $115 for cable. I don't even watch it. I don't even look at it. I never will. And another thing that's good about this, what we're doing now, the jams that we're listening to. We got to stay up, baby. Always up. Julie Size needed you today, Thomas. Well, I'm here for you. I'm here for each and every one of you, okay? That's what we're here for, is the positivity. We haven't talked since old Kamala stepped in. First off, these won't be, there's no way they last until October. There's no way. I want to know what you think about that. Call in, let us know. Like, do you think it's them? Do you think it's old Creepy Joe and Dirtbag Harris? Let me know. Kamala got me down. Yeah, she's a piece of work, right? What's your 2 cents on Kamala? I mean, there's so much bad press that's she's said. So much stuff about incarcerating black people, very racial stuff. She's gone against Biden about how he's completely racist, all this kind of stuff. That she's pretty much a whore. I mean, that's out there too. Slept her way to the top. There's just so much stuff out there about her. I just can't think. And she looks completely different. We've talked about that before too. Who the hell is this? You have reconstructive surgery on your face. Her bone structure is different. You don't come away with that without having bruises and swelling. She was gone for 7 days and comes back a different person. Yeah. Sure. That's her. Yeah, that's her. I'm not buying it. I don't know, Savannah Sputnik. Body double, I don't know. These people know crap. They know stuff. There you go. I love it. Renegade rower. She sold her soul for success. They all do. It's true. I want to bring up a tweet. Thank you for posting about that. I want to bring up a tweet, not to toot my own horn. I don't ever do this. But I do want to bring in this real quick. Why does it do that? Oh, that's right, because it's a piece of garbage. I put out a threat. I don't do that. I'm not one to do that. But I put out a little bit of a little rant, as we like to call it. And it's doing well. 800, on a thread. I don't do this stuff. I don't do threads. But speaking on selling your soul and with that, staying on that, I wanted to read this to you. And I want your, this is another thing that's great with this channel. I constantly read the chat, and a lot of others don't. Like, that's just something that I've changed. I didn't used to do it as much, but I really like the back and forth, conversation. Because there's a Ben Yesin. That's hilarious. Let's go ahead and read this, right? And I want your opinion on this. You can call or whatever when I throw the numbers up. Let me know. So I said, all I want is for all these you-know-whats to be rounded up, thrown into a wood chipper. I know it sounds sadistic. It does. But being a father, which I am of an 8-year-old boy, loving and protecting him as much as I can, all of this must be eradicated. Are these men and women even human beings anymore? Can human beings be pushed to do this honestly? I know no one who can do this. They get enjoyment out of it, do they? Do they? I don't know. And how? Were they themselves abused? Not all of these people that were brought up into Hollywood, into politics, into these hierarchy levels, were they molested? Were they part of this? Not everyone. There's no way. It's impossible, I say. So why are normal people who make it into Hollywood doing this? Why are they doing it? Because their families are threatened? Their lives? Their income? I don't know. But me as a person, for any amount of money, would never do this. You could give me anything, no matter the women, the power. Nothing could make me ever hurt a child. So what are they? People do not do this consciously. Who have a soul, who have empathy or remorse. Are they stripped of all that God has provided them by some sort of evil? These are questions we need to be asked, answering, and asking. An entity has replaced them? Could be. And why? Are they, and how, right? Are they under a hypnotic state when this happens? How is this happening? How are normal people going to California to get into a movie doing this? How? These are the questions I want to know. I'm not crazy, obviously. It has to be more involved. The epidemic of child you-know-what and you-know-what permeates through this world. It has flourished for centuries, dating back to the Greeks, right? To Greece, rather. If you don't believe in evil, you should definitely do so now. And guys, on my personal Facebook account, which I never get on, I might get on it once a week, filled with people from my hometown asking me, how did you know this? Why is this happening? Where did you find this information? This is from 4 years ago. I told them about it, right? It's happening now. And I know you know it too. The biggest screw up that the deep state has done, that the media has done, that Fauci and Birx and all these schmoes have done is what? They placed us in quarantine and they kept us home with what in front of us? The phone, the laptop, the desktop. We became researchers, whether we knew it or we didn't. A lot of normies out there are doing it now. They're messaging me. Wow, what's going on? Listen to this. Have you seen the stuff on Netflix? Have you seen the stuff about Epstein? What about this stuff with, Ghislaine Maxwell? Have you seen this? I see Trump might have something to do with it, but when I research, all I see is, Slick Willie and Joe Biden sniffing hair. It's a thing. It's happening now. It's happening right now. Right from right in our front of our faces, guys. I continue on. I say, if you don't believe in evil, you should. Something we are not aware of is rewarding these celebrities, these politicians, witches, Kabbalists, CEOs, musicians, for bringing forth children and or hurting them sexually. I will not be okay if this is not stopped. And that is true. This has to be stopped. If it's not stopped, then that means that these people are in on it as well, and that causes for an upheaval of government, and we take them all out. Trump in as well. We can't be one-sided. We can't be biased. It's the Great Awakening. This isn't the I don't know. It's not Democrat nor Republican. This is what it is. This is for everyone. If I found out today that POTUS or General Flynn or any of these people were involved in any of this, I'm out. I'm out. Fortunately, I don't see that being the case at all. So don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm just letting you know. So again, I will not be okay if this is not stopped. That's why I had to reiterate that. It has to be dead in its tracks, and it has to be exposed. It's too rampant. We have the military. We have the technology to find these people. We haven't stopped this permanently. Why haven't we stopped this permanently? If we can all agree on just one thing, everyone in the chat, everyone who walks outside, everyone who you talk on the phone with, everyone who breathes air, God's given air, if we can all agree on one thing, leaving nothing aside, is that hurting children in any way, shape, or form isn't even close to being tolerated. I want justice, and I won't stop until that justice is made. That's my rant. That's my rant. So I'm just letting you know that it has to. Exactly. Stop giving money to them. Hey, where's Hollywood? Right? Where is it? Where are sports? Where is television? It's not safe. Children are not safe in the school system. Mary Ann Knox, that is very true. They're not safe in it. They're indoctrinated. Indoctrinated. It's what it is. The system has been inverted. Steve Rosie, what do you mean by that? That's an interesting statement. Wokey okie hissing possum, exactly. Hollywood is done, the end. Jasmine McSwain, children look to their parents for protecting them. Absolutely. Their master, Revelator, that is part of it. Their master is cash, wealth. True. But they are doing this to do it. Not just to do it. They're doing it because they're rewarded with something else. You think ball is just something, right? It's not like I'm worshiping this water bottle and the water bottle gives me something. It doesn't give me anything back. But when you give acknowledgement to anything, this is how demon possessions take place too. If you give knowledge, if you go to a house and it's haunted or it's spiritually or there's paranormal activity, if you give that activity acknowledgement and you address it, it's not good. What does it give it? It gives it power. You know, when somebody's over in the corner and I don't know, let's say somebody's chilling at a restaurant or a bar and a hot girl comes up to them or a hot guy and they're attracted to them and they say, "Hey, you know, how are you?" That gives you power. They acknowledge you. You feel, whoa, something inside is happening. Same thing. It's the same thing when you acknowledge an entity and you say, "Hey, you know, what are you? Why are you here? What are you here for?" That initial click gives them energy, gives them power. This is what they do. So when you see Bohemian Grove and you see them all they're getting down. They're in the cloaks. They got the fire. They're saying, you know, forbidden speech to this thing that's before them, and they're worshiping it. they're getting something in return. This is what they do. Hey, look at this, Here we go. I got a 6-year-old girl. This is for you. You think they're doing it just to do it? No, sir. They're doing it because they get something out of it. And it's sick. And again, I don't want anything to do with it. I want it to be eradicated off this planet. There's a reason, and we talk about this sometimes. We talk about this, where how are we so down? How are we so worrisome? How are we so depressed and anxious? It's fear. They've created it, and then they suppress us with it. They oppress us with it to make their almighty dollar, right? It's what it is. If you take your focus off of that and put your focus on God and your family and your environment, and we all do this at the same time, simultaneously eradicating pedos, which has already happened, eradicating Hollywood, television, sports, the things that were created for us to be like, yeah, honey, I'm watching this. Yeah, son, I'll throw the ball later. I'm over here looking at this. Right? This is the problem. If that is gone, if that's eradicated, and then we just get back to the basics, because all this is going to have to be built up again. Everything. The schools, the government, our monetary system, churches, religion, all of it has got to be built back up. Food, water, air, all of it. It's all out there. Imagine if that was gone. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Mike Verichak, what's up, bud? Nice to see you, Mike. Alec Baldwin has a rant on Instagram about you-know-who, and he's panicking. Why? Why are they panicking? Because they know it's real. They've been given intel that this is real, and it's coming down. It's coming down the pipe. There's no running. There's no escape. Nothing can stop what is coming. DeGoof, I don't know. It sounds amazing. It sounds great. Mel Q, what's up? You got retweeted by a big name today, didn't you, Mel Q? I think I saw it. If you guys aren't following Mel Q on Twitter, please do so now. She's great. She always stops by. It's very nice. It's very nice. Yeah, Grandpa C. Baldwin is projecting. Sure. Mel, who'd you get retweeted by today? I felt like it was somebody like a big name. Nina G, True Reporting, hurting little ones is not normal. Let me go back up. Is not a normal human thing to do, but finding out now has made me a realist about evil. The line of Cain, Isu, Watchers, and the Fallen, OT, mythology, and fiction. It's all right there in front of us. I was out. I don't want to get too personal, but I was out with a friend, and we were watching television, and they were going through Netflix, and they were watching Shark Week's on whatever that show is, I don't even know, and whatever channel that thing is, Discovery, and it's insanity. First off, if you watch that stuff, it's so low IQ. It's for stupid people. I'm not joking. It's so dumb. Like, I see right through it. I know you do too. Just spend 5 minutes click on any channel. I don't even care what the channel is. 5 minutes on one channel, I bet you puke. I bet you want to puke. It's that bad. I can't even believe it. We were all there. good part of the song. I always acknowledge it. It's insulting. Am I being insulting? Or they're being insulting, correct? By the way, guys, I am on Roku, Mark222714. I am on Roku now. Me and Red Pill. I'm not being mean to anybody that watches those shows. I'm telling you that it's made, yes, they are being insulting, correct. It's so dumbed down. When I watch it, I feel like I'm in slow motion. I'm like, are we getting to the end? No, we're 3 minutes into the show. And it's just like this. It's so bad. It's so bad. I want to know what you guys think. There you go. There's the call-in. Let me minimize myself. There you go. If you want to call in, you most certainly can. It's always a pleasure. I haven't spoken to you in a while, so it'd be really nice to hear from a good bit of you. Ben Yesin, very true. I like Ben over here. TV is induced psychosis and schizophrenia. It is. Yeah, I don't watch the Idiot Box, Pamela says. No, why would you? Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Blind C75. I miss you, they say. Tom, you are the man. Thank you, Blind. Thank you for those kind words. You understand we're about to turn a corner, aren't you? You do realize this. The president said it today, which I do want to start doing. Renee, what's up, sweetie? It is Carrie Hornsby. It's an electric babysitter. Good God, it truly is. I'll never watch it again. I even struggle. I love watching golf. I love it. I love playing golf. But, you know, I don't know. It's almost hard to watch some of that too. I'd rather just be outside. Right? I do have I do watch YouTube. I do watch that because there's nothing to that. It's independent content. And some of it on YouTube is hilarious. And that's good for you. It's good to laugh, right? Independent content is great. There's nothing wrong with it. Audrey Lucina, thank you for including me in that group. Very sweet. Thank you. You should have been I can sing. I can play guitar, drums, all that stuff. Let's take a couple calls and then we'll get into the presser today. Julie says Sam Tripoli he's a comic. P.S. I went to see a guy. His name is Dave Landau. Me and a buddy went to see stand-up comedy this week. Great time. If you're not following Dave Landau, you most certainly should. Great guy. Down the middle. Doesn't lean left or right. Killed. He killed. It was so good. T-Check. That's awesome, man. Hawthorne Heights. I remember them. Ohio is for lovers. Let's bring in some calls. Oh, you guys are killing it. Cool. I love the warm embracement. Love it. Thank you. Rhonda Limker. Hey, Rhonda. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier. It's better to be outside and ground yourself. It certainly is. Oh my God. Thoughtless Chester as a pro wrestler truther. Is that what you are? Do you wrestle? Yeah, take the shoes off when you're outside. Yeah. I'm not even joking. I played what was it? A couple weeks ago, I played 18 holes in the back nine. I didn't even wear shoes. And it was great. I actually played better without shoes. Isn't that crazy? Let's take some calls. $3262. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Thomas, how are you?
I'm doing good. Who is this?
John Howe.
Oh, John, I haven't heard from you in a minute. How are you feeling, man? Are you recovered?
Yeah, I sent you a chat in there, but it went by you. But the infusions are finished. 42 days of infusions, and the staph infections under control. So
you're doing well, guys. Let's see the applause in the chat. Listen, John Howe has been with us for a while, a contributor to the show, a great guy. You know, let's wish him well. He bounced back. That's not easy to bounce back from, is it, John?
No, it isn't.
No.
It's the fifth surgery to fix this problem, and looks like it's fixed. I got rehab to do, but it's going along well.
Beautiful, my friend. Beautiful. I'm so happy for you.
Prayers, by the way.
Hey, I mean, I'm telling you, it works when you got, I don't know, how many people. We're usually around 800 to 1,000 people. When you have 800 to 1,000 people sending you prayers at one time, I bet you it does something. I'd put money on it.
I think so. I do. I'm a believer in that 100%.
Well, that's awesome, John.
I wanted to bring up a couple points tonight. By the way, Thomas, I have seen you on a couple other interviews and talk shows and stuff, and those shows were awesome.
Thank you.
They were a lot filled with a lot of information.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you with Charlie Ward. I mean, there's a whole bunch of them I can list out, but it's really good.
Thanks, man. That was a great interview. That's Denise Boland. She's in the crowd. Yes. A beautiful, sweet, lovely lady. Introduced me to Charlie. I had no idea who he was, and we keep in touch. We DM on Twitter now. So if you guys have not checked out that roundtable, John will, vouch for it. It's very good.
It was awesome. It was really awesome.
Good, man.
I want to just mention a couple things, and because I know you're going to have a lot of callers. Nasara Kassara is in progress big time. I want to mention something. This is just my opinion, and I've heard it, and it's not just me. There will be another stimulus. It will happen, and maybe it'll be $1,200. But attached to that stimulus will be debt relief for everybody that gets it. It'll be a debt relief. So that's what I wanted to bring up tonight. That's what I believe that's going to happen. So that whole thing, when he says the third quarter is going to be great, that's what he's talking about. The other thing I want to, that's what I wanted to, the main thing I wanted to bring up. The other thing I wanted to mention, if everybody here isn't buying into the precious metals, they're making a big mistake.
Absolutely. If you don't do it this month, you need to do it this month. If it's too late after this, I believe.
Yeah, it may be. As soon as Nasara hits and we've announced a quantum fiscal system in place, silver and gold are going to fly off the hammer. You're not going to be able to afford it.
No.
So right now, silver is really very affordable, and I've been buying it up as much as I can get my hands on because it's going to go to about I think it's going to go to about $4,000 an ounce.
Yeah.
It's right now you can get it for about $30 an ounce. So the deal is, if you're not tuned into that, go to some shows that talk about it. Mm-hmm. I won't pop them on your show. That wouldn't be right. So. Anyway,
well, no, it's fine. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I agree with you, man. I really do, John. It's like you need to, if you just some kind of money. I put some money into it on gold and silver and actually Bitcoin. I put money in on that.
Yeah, the other thing I want to just give people caution: if there's a bail-in, it's not a bailout, but a bail-in. Mm-hmm. If you got money in the bank, you will lose it. So keep a close watch on that.
Okay.
There's hints about what they call the bail-in, and that will, if you have, I got most of my cash out of the bank now. And by the way, gold and silver. If it's in your hands, you own it. If it's not, you don't own it. So just keep that in mind going forward. Don't let anybody talk you into other stuff. Okay.
Well, stocks, right? You don't think stocks?
I think if you're going to do stocks, the mining stocks are probably a safe bet.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Because mining stocks are probably a pretty safe bet. Your silver mining stocks and your even crypto coin stocks. So some of them, you have to just be careful. You have to really know. I don't know stocks well enough, but I know that they're pretty safe. They're pretty good. This is what I've been understanding. I don't buy any of them. I just buy the precious metals and have them in hand.
I agree, man. Well, that's safe. Hey, you're right. If you got it in your hand, there ain't nobody taking it from you, right?
That's right. It's in hand that you own it.
Absolutely.
All right. It's really a pleasure always talking to you guys, and you got a wonderful, the chat is always fun to watch. So, hey, Thomas, you're doing a great job.
John, I'm so glad you're healthy and you're happy again, man. This is the place to be. I can tell you that when you're feeling low and when you're feeling good, we all help and we all help each other and we pick each other up, and that's why we're going in the direction with this channel, my friend.
Yep. I appreciate it very much, and I'll say a prayer for you. And
thank you
again. I'll talk to you later.
John, thank you. Have a good night, man. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
John Howe, one of the best. Short, sweet. He knows how to do it. Good information too. Telling you guys that, he's been through a lot. Ton of surgeries, stuck with us. And, I can tell you this. He really appreciates each and every one of us doing that. I can promise you. Prayer works. Really does. No cap. For the youngins. No cap. Trump can't do everything, though. That's true. He certainly can't. Certainly cannot. Let's take some more calls. We'll bring in CJ. Remember, guys, when you call in, make sure you have the stream muted. Please mute your stream. We're going to wait for CJ to unmute. Guys, remember, let's get to 1,000 likes, baby. Let's do it. CJ, what's up? Welcome to the show.
Hey, g'day, Thomas. First time caller from Australia.
Mike. It's my man CJ. What's up, bro?
How are you, brother? We're being absolutely decimated in this country, mate. Where I am from in Melbourne, Australia, on the news last night, one woman got choked by a copper for not wearing her mask. She's okay, though. And only one person out of our family can do the shopping within a 5-kilometre radius.
Say that one more time.
One person can only go shopping out of the family in the home within a 5-kilometre radius.
This is countrywide?
This is in Melbourne, Australia, state Victoria.
That's the capital, correct, or no?
New South Wales we've got 6 states in Australia.
Okay.
But I'm in Melbourne, Victoria, which is a state. And our Premier, Daniel Andrews, is totally taken up by the Chinese. We call him Adolf Andrews over here.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very bad over here. You can't even go visit family or anything of that nature.
What happened? I thought your prime minister is a white hat, no?
Well, apparently that's what I've been pondering myself. But what's happening here is it's like you guys. We're having a metastasis here, which is a medical term meaning
I know what a metastasis is. Yeah.
Form of cancer originating from a primary location. That is the deep state. So we have we're pretty under the gun over here for sure. Yeah.
Good Lord. So do you guys, I don't know if you guys do you guys have like the Black Lives Matter and the Antifa over there as well?
Not so much the Antifa with the
Mhm.
rallies,
Mhm.
but there have been explosions in Melbourne.
Yes.
So I believe, yeah. So
What was that giant fire that took place over there?
yes. That was it up north. Yep. Burnt out nearly the whole koala population up in the northern area of Australia there, and we have a place called Pine Gap, which is a CIA installation in the Northern Territory.
Mhm.
During the Vietnam War, we had a Prime Minister, Gough Whitlam, and they took him out because he wanted to take our troops out of Vietnam, and the CIA,
Mhm.
I believe, took him out through the Queen. The Governor General took him out. Yeah. So
Yeah, you go against the grain and you're offed. Am I right?
exactly. We're a very, very uh, how do you say, Illuminati country.
Controlled. Yes.
Yep. They own us big time, but we all have to fight. Can I just say also that Jim Caviezel, the actor, made a very beautiful speech on saving children recently. So if you want to check that out, he's a definite patriot. So
Yes. Let me. I know you're talking about.
yeah, he was in Point of Interest, I think. Yeah.
Wrote it down. Listen, CJ. Yeah, I'm so glad you called in. I wish you would call in more. What time is it over there right now? It's daytime, right?
Yeah, the time here is 10:52 in the morning.
Wow. Beautiful. 8:52 p.m. on the East Coast.
Gee
So,
whiz, yeah. I've been to the US a lot of times. I worked with an airline, and funnily enough, that airline is called Qantas, and the first three letters are QAN. So
there you go. Well, man, anytime you come, if you come back over this way to South Carolina, I don't you guys probably aren't allowed to leave, are you?
nah, mate, we're all totally locked down. Well, I've had to retire because there's no international flights till March next year, they say. So I worked on the international section, but no, we can't. I can't even get 5 kilometres out of my home or out of my city. So yeah, you get fined $1,600 if
That's enslavement. That's enslavement.
exactly. And I try to red pill people here,
Mhm.
and they that they treat you like you're a piece of crap. You try to red
Yeah.
pill them, but they just don't want to listen to you. And but anyway,
You can't go 5 kilometers outside your house.
exactly. That if the only place you can go is to the closest supermarket to buy your food, and only one person. You can't take your partner or anything like that. Just one person goes to get the food. So what do the elderly do? What do the elderly do?
Exactly.
They can't use computers to go online and order their food and get it delivered.
No.
Huh?
No, they can't.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
One of the chat members, Up3, what's up, Up3, says you will not hear any of this from the MSM.
No, definitely not. Our MSM here, our channels, they're all pieces of crap as well. I don't even listen to them. I just listen, pardon me, to go to the YouTube social media and that sort of thing. I don't even bother listening because I try to red pill my partner, but she's sort of in on it, and I said, how do people just want to go about their normal lives? That people are driving their cars with masks on in their cars. Now you're breathing carbon monoxide in. That's like having a power nap. That'll put you to sleep. What happens if you take out a car with all people in the family in the car, and you crash your car into their car.
I know, right?
They don't talk about that, do they? You know?
And they never will, CJ. They are not going to talk about it because they're told not to.
I'll tell you, mate, I'm definitely pissed off. I'll tell you.
I know.
I want to, oh, geez, it hurts me bad. I'll tell you, you know, I'm dead set pissed off, you know.
I know. You Aussies aren't, you guys aren't nothing to play with either, you know?
No, look, we say it like it is, you know.
Yeah.
You know, we'll listen to people. We agree to disagree. But if someone, you know, tries to piss us off, they'll get told back in the same format that they delivered it to us. But, you know, on the whole, we are a good, loving nation. But these Kabbalists, I'll probably, you know, they're probably listening to me right now. I'll probably, you know.
What about weapons? Do you have weapons?
No. One of our prime ministers. Remember that? You remember that massacre in Tasmania?
Yes.
They took out 17 people, and that was a cabal-related incident because then John Howard, our prime minister, we had to hand all our weapons in. We don't have any weapons to fight with.
No way. You're telling me that they came door to door to make you turn this stuff in?
Yeah. They became illegal. If you got caught with a weapon, you were fined and you could be thrown in jail.
Good God.
Also, Jacinda Ardern, the New Zealand Prime Minister, she's just done that as well. She's taken all the weapons off the Kiwis as well. So.
Oh my God! You got to get the hell out of there, man.
Yeah, it's bad, mate. But you know, it just pisses me right off. I'm ready to blow a fuse. I'll tell you, mate.
Oh, I can't even imagine the isolation. I can't imagine the claustrophobia. You guys are known to be out and about. You're at the ocean. You're always outside. Like that's what you're known for. That's how Americans see you guys as, you know?
Exactly.
And you're stuck inside because of some of these gross, heinous people, man. It pisses me off.
Yeah, mate. We're lucky we are a continent.
Yeah.
We're lucky we're a continent, but they've got to suppress and all compartmentalize this thing that we can only go do the shopping in a 5-kilometre radius is going on, or Adolf Andrews, our premier, reckons, for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, mate.
I can't even believe that, man.
Yeah.
That is terrifying. CJ, I want you to call in more, please. We'll say a prayer for Australia at the end of the show. I can promise you that.
Mate, I'll tell you, I'm sitting here with my Punisher shirt on, WW1WA, whatever.
Yes.
And, mate, I wear it to the supermarkets and people ask me what it is. You know, people have a go at me and all that. And I put them back in their place. I know it's not up to me, but I try to keep, my partner tells me, keep your mouth closed, for God's sake. But anyway, I just let go anyway. So I've had it, mate. You know, I've had to retire. I've lost my job. So, but I've been with that company for 40 years. So I'm good as gold. But and I have just recently bought some silver and bullion and all that sort of stuff. So
well done, CJ. That's good. I'm glad you have the income. I'm glad you have the house. I'm glad you have, some, backup. And I pray to God that, the lovely people of Australia make it through that. I think we all make it through it, my friend. I really believe that. It's worldwide.
We're very, very similar to you guys. In actual fact, we've been in every war that you guys have been in, even the Civil War.
Absolutely.
Some of our people, but they were Confederate soldiers. They went over there and they repaired some of the Confederate ships. They came to the port, our port of Australia, to repair their ships. And we are the same landmass as the United States, excluding Alaska and Hawaii. So we're with a population of only 24 mil. people, So just a
My
bit
God.
of information there. So
Well, we'll pray for you guys. You should call in, update us on that. We need to, so you're saying we need to keep. I got to let you go after this question. Do you think so? We should keep an eye on Hal. Should we keep an eye on him?
Sorry, on who you're talking about?
Your prime minister now. Do we keep an eye on him?
Yes. Well, when he went to see Trump
Yeah.
in the United States, I think Trump let him know what was going on, but I don't think he's in some. Apparently, what I heard, he belongs to some sort of like a similar to a Freemasonry cult himself. So I don't know, but I'll tell you now what he has done. He hates China because we've been hacked over here through our internets and all that sort of thing. And he said to the Hong Kong people that also don't like China, he said, well, all the companies can come over here. We have no manufacturing, no anything. We used to have car manufacturing and everything over here. Mm-hmm. Now, all gone to China. We're just desolate. That's all we are,
So he's trying to bring in, he's trying to import. Is this correct? Or he's trying to export?
He's trying to bring in companies from Hong Kong that don't want to affiliate themselves with China.
Yeah.
And, to stick it up the Chinese, the CCP.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, and the Chinese aren't happy with us whatsoever. But in Perth, in Western Australia, the Chinese have built their own runway so they can just fly freighters in.
Wow.
Dropping off stuff. And our government has allowed that. We're totally corrupted by the Chinese, mate. Same as you guys.
Yeah.
It's
they were the powerhouse, CJ. They were the powerhouse, my man. Hopefully Trump will decimate them.
Mate, Trump is an angelic magician, mate.
Yes, I agree.
How he stays 5 steps ahead of all the cabal. There must, that looking glass. It must be true, I'll tell you.
Oh, it's true. That's a real thing for sure.
That project looking like he can travel in time, mate, for sure. Mm-hmm. Because I don't know how he does it. How can one person have? I just hope he.
I think it's beyond our understanding, CJ.
Exactly. I just hope his protectors can keep him safe. That's all. And we're all gunning for him over here, mate. I'll tell you. And
I agree.
More people are waking up, but there's still a lot of people with no cognizance over here. So,
well,
anyway,
CJ,
mate, I'll let you go. And it was lovely to talk to you. And g'day to all the Patriots. And I'll catch you around sooner or later, mate.
CJ, you call back anytime. It's great to hear from you finally. God bless you. Hunker down, and we'll say a prayer for Australia before the show ends, okay?
Good on you, bro. Thanks to everybody. I'll catch you later, mate.
Take care, my friend. Thank you. Ciao. CJ from Australia. First time calling in. Been around a long time. For the rest of the Aussies that are, I know there's a couple more. There's usually about 6 to 7 that are always in the chat. So, God bless each and every one of you too. Make sure you say what's up to CJ. Great call. Isn't that amazing that we have this platform where we're able to do that? We'll speak to someone in the Netherlands. We spoke to somebody in the UK last Friday. And, we could talk to, we've had people calling from the Netherlands and from Germany. Oh my goodness. Japan. It's amazing that we have this to broaden our reach, right? And broaden our voices to be heard. And it's a beautiful thing. And we'll say a prayer for all the Australians out there and for Australia. Real quick, guys, we're over halfway to 1,000 likes. Make sure you do that. If you are enjoying the show, please, the best way to support this channel, and I cannot reiterate this enough, is through the Patreon. The links are in every description of every video and in the chat. Also, we have the website too, TRUreporting.us. You can pick up these. Let me minimize this so I can see. Great stickers. You can put it on a tumbler. You can put it on your laptop. Whatever you want to put it on. That one. And this is my favorite one right here. I like it. I like it a lot. It's got True Reporting for Twitter and on YouTube. These are pretty big too. They're probably about the size of like an iPhone. They're pretty big. So if you want those, please pick it up. We also had the thick ankle dog face shirts there too. And hopefully going to do some more stuff before, whatever. We'll come up with some new stuff. We're trying to sell as much as we can there. So, no, the website is still the same. You can definitely go there, TRUreporting.us, hit it up. I think the sticker's like $5, and it really does help us. So definitely do that. I would really appreciate it. And let's get to 1,000 likes too. Let's go ahead and bring in Navy Vet real quick. Navy Vet, just need you to turn on that microphone. There we go.
What's up, Bubba?
Hey, Bubba, how are you?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. It was good to talk to CJ coming in here from Australia. We're just chilling, dude.
For sure. I missed you, bro.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's good to be back, and I appreciate all the nice things people have been saying. It's very humbling. Thank you.
Yeah, we were on the Zoom on Sunday with Pun, and that shit came across with severe, dude. I lost sleep. That shit just rocked me, and
What happened to Severe?
No, just that one account where it was all over the place. That pedo account,
yes. Oh, I don't know about that. I wasn't around.
Oh, dude, I took Monday off of work because I was just so fucking out of it and just.
I know, bro.
But hey, the reason why I'm calling is I might piss some people off right now, but at this point, it's an election year. We're 90 days away.
82, my friend.
82 days away. Mm-hmm. If these patriots that are in here right now think that we can just sit the fuck back and let the Q team and the military handle this shit, you're fucking dead wrong.
It's true.
You gotta get out. You gotta get out. Get your flags in your communities. Figure stuff out. Call the RNC in your community. Figure out how you can put together some flag runs, put together some marches, whatever it takes. Our voices right now need to be heard. Period. Point blank. End of fucking story.
It's true.
Get off your asses.
It's true, and he's fired up, man. Navy Vet's fired up. I'm telling you. It is time. It's safe. You're not going to go out. No one's going to mess with you. If you're out there, you got your concealed on you. You're out there with like 20 people, and you just want to stand out there with American flags and speak. And it's good. People, I see it when I go downtown. I do see they do it respectively here. The police go out there, they put up a little bit of a barricade for the people who are liberal. They put up a little bit of barricade on the other side of the street for conservatives, and they yell at each other. But it's really, that's how it's done. That's cool with me. I don't care. But at least get out there and, show your patriotism.
Listen to this, dude. 100%. Jason We Are Q's from fucking Las Vegas. He is working in New Braunfels. And he has set up these runs every Thursday night with like 60 trucks, and it's growing every fucking week. He's not even from fucking New Braunfels. If he can do it, we can fucking do it.
I love it. I mean, you know what? You're kind of inspiring me, bro. Like, I want to go out there and just be like, yeah, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know when these people go out there and do it because I don't know anyone here. But I guess if you just stood out there with a Trump flag.
Organize it. You just got to organize it.
It's true.
Call the RNC, Dude, I sent out a tweet last Friday and told everybody, look, put your city down. Everybody answer. If you see someone from your state or your city or whatever, connect with them. And dude, I had like 15 people from Vegas connect with me, and we're putting something together.
Good for you, man. That is amazing, bro.
That is all it takes.
You're going to meet great friends, too. I bet you make friends out of this. There's no way you don't.
Well, 100%. We have to. This is do or die.
It's a real thing. It truly is do or die right now.
I mean, 100%. So, anyways, brother, I just want to call in. I'm sorry if I'm pissing people off.
No, you didn't make nobody mad. People need to hear it.
You got to fucking, you can't just sit back and say, oh, well, they'll take care of it. No, fuck that. He gave us the beginning. We have to stand up. I mean, dude, I had a shirt made and it says, mask don't protect me or you. Why are you letting your government tell you what you need to do? And I walk around the malls with that bitch on.
I love it. Be careful though, bro, please.
Dude, I got my 357 revolver. I open carry.
Put a hole in somebody.
Dude, that shit will go through like 15 people. But anyway,
yeah.
All right, man. I love you, bro.
Love you too, my man. You be safe out there. Good to hear from you. Thanks for the inspiration, my man.
All right, folks. Take care.
Right, take care. Bye-bye. It's true. It is true. Pick up the ball and run with it, Eileen says. I agree. Totally agree with you. $89.88. Welcome to the show.
Hey, so I got a quick question.
Sure.
Today was the announcement for the VP and the official Democratic ticket, right?
Yes.
So I noticed that there was two groups of people that were completely absent from that. One being the candidate from last year, and last election, and her husband. But I also noticed that the last POTUS completely absent, along with his husband. Just thought that was a little odd. That's it's a really good time to, I don't know,
step in,
show face, right?
Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. Like
candidate of your party,
right? To back them,
not even there. Right.
Yes.
It was like the New Orleans Super Bowl, where Kaepernick and the two Harbaughs, where the power went out. That's what I saw today.
Wow.
I didn't see any.
Mel Q said they both put out statements, but no endorsements. Somebody says no endorsement. I don't know. We'll see. Mel Q, let me know.
Right.
Yeah.
No doubt. That's about the only question I had, though. I didn't really see anyone talking about it today. I'm like, well, I mean, that's cool that the power went out, but man, you think with so much turmoil in the race here that they want to get that. It just seemed kind of.
Yeah, you want to get fired up on that side, right?
Yeah. Well, you.
I don't want to. I don't. It's a little suspicious, though, right?
Well, I'd say it's definitely suspicious or typical. I guess it depends on which way you look at it. Mm-hmm. I think at this point, it's a nice little plot twist that everybody just like overlooked. Yeah,
plot twist. I think we're going to see that in October, my man.
Yeah. So on another note, I mean, I'll get off after this, but
sure.
I live in a city. This is Lancelot. I'm from Roswell. I call in every once in a while.
Sure.
Our city council voted out mandating mask orders. They also voted to take litigation against the governor because, we typically have, 500,000 people show up for a week every year and make quite a bit of money during that time.
Yeah.
But we didn't get to this year. We had a big tent revival, but I don't think that brought in a lot of money. But since that time, everything stepped up. And as sad as it is, there's more masks. I don't really like going to Walmart, but there's not a lot of choices where I live. It's Walmart or, the grocery store.
Sure.
So we make it a point to go to Walmart every couple of days, like 5 deep, me and my wife, 3 kids. And, we let them touch stuff because, I don't know, it's still planet Earth. But it's kind of nice. You walk through and I think to me, that's the biggest red pill. Like people, you watch them at the door and they're like, you have to. And I'm like, well, the sign ain't holding a gun to your head.
No, yeah, exactly.
One store down here, they have an adult with special needs. We have an institute down here. There's a lot of special needs down here, so they do a lot of jobs. Like a lot of them have jobs at McDonald's, or they'll do like door greeter stuff. But
Sure.
They have them at the door asking people if they want to wear a mask, which is ridiculous. Like I've had to fight the urge. I may end up calling adult protective services on them because it's guy gets stressed out all day long.
Unbelievable. They come to your door asking you to wear a mask. Good God.
Oh, they haven't got that bad yet down here, but we had a pretty outspoken sheriff. But
that's
man, I just want to say thanks for doing your show tonight, man, and keep your head up, bro.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for the kind words, and call back anytime, dude. Thank you.
Oh, by all means.
All right, man. Take care. Thank you.
All right. God bless, dude.
All right. God bless you, too. Bye-bye. We'll take a couple more, and then I do want to get into that presser. We got 45 minutes. I don't know how long that presser is. How long is this puppy? 28 minutes, so at the bottom of the hour, 5 minutes to the bottom of the hour, we'll watch the presser. Is that okay with everybody? Does that sound okay if we watch the presser? If you want to watch the presser at the bottom of the hour, give me a 1. If you don't, give me a 2. If you want to watch it, give me a 1. If you don't want to watch it, give me a 2. Then we'll go ahead and take another call. One 253. Welcome to the show. 1253. 1253. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm Brandon from Texas.
Hey, Brandon. What's up, my man? You doing good?
I'm doing great, man. It's
good to hear that.
Hear you. It's good to be on your show. We are from Amarillo, Texas. And I just want to start off and say to every single American that is hearing this communication, I have a message of hope.
Tell us, please. We need to hear it.
My message is this. President Donald Trump is angelic in his form, human in the form, but what is fixing to come next? Every single American patriot that has been praying, number one, to our God, the one and only God, Jesus Christ, they have been praying so fervently that everything that the deep state is trying to do is being exposed. You look at today, you look at Kamala Harris being Joe Biden's VP pick, but you need to look, Americans need to look deeper into that spectrum of what all Kamala Harris stands for, really. She has literally bashed VP Biden and literally endorsed Antifa today alone. If you go and you type in to any search engine, whether it be Google, Yahoo, DuckDuck, whoever, if you type in antifaspace.com without the space bar, and you type that in, it takes you directly to, well, when I pulled it up, it said 505 server error. But when I escaped out of that and I went back into it, it brought me directly to Joe Biden Harris campaign. I exited back out and went back in, and it took me directly to joebiden.com.
Wow.
If that does not speak volumes to the American citizens that are fighting to back our president, back our police, to hell with this defund the police. I guarantee you, if the wolf was crying at the Democrats' door, they would be the first ones to call 911 and expect the police
100%
to help protect them.
100%.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, Thomas. This shit is fixing to come to a 100% head. And when it does, the American people need to have a voice of hope. And I hope, this is my prayer tonight on your show. I have a voice. Number one, they can't shut us up. We're Americans. We have the American flag sticking out of our house right now, waving for every American that has served this great country of ours, that have died and given the ultimate sacrifice. I wave that flag to remind anyone that may try to intrude on my personal property that flag still flies, and it will remain flying. And I want every American right now to bring their American flag out, put it out, and proudly wave the red, white, and blue. Because without that, and if people vote the Democrats in, that red, white, and blue will be no longer.
God, that is so true, man. I'm telling you, that's well said. If we don't do something now, if we do not show our patriotism, there could be a time when that flag is no more. So I really appreciate those words, and I like how everyone's calling in and being fired up about this, because it's time. It's do or die right now, and that's why I'm so glad that we can come together and talk about this. And listen, I really appreciate the call. I do have to move on to another caller, but I can promise you everything you said resonated very much so with everyone in this chat.
Yes, sir, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you having the open forum for me to call in. God bless.
Anytime.
God bless the United States of America, and God bless our president. Amen.
Amen. God bless you, my friend. Way to end on a high note. I dig it. What a great call. Yeah, I know it's a smaller group tonight, guys, but that's okay. If we could do our best to get to 1,000, it always pleases me. It makes me happy. Feels like we accomplished something together. 8890, welcome to the show. 8890, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Thomas.
Hey, what's up? Who's this?
Hello, Thomas.
Yeah, I hear you.
This is Tinfoil Tom from up in Hendersonville.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Yeah, good. Hey, I enjoyed your show the other night there with, I saw it a couple of years ago, but with David Wilcock.
Sure.
And, with the Looking Glass stuff. I thought it was very good. And I don't know if you guys were asking for any feedback from any other sources that might know a little bit more info. I don't know if you got any feedback. Did you?
Oh, it was me, when we talked about Looking Glass, it was a guy named John Here to Help, Red Pill 78, and me when we talked about it. It was a massive show, a lot of backlash from it, but a lot of great words were said too, a lot of good feedback. I have not heard more about that. I'm actually looking into going into stuff more like that on that subject because it's so interesting, and we've talked about it. A couple of callers have brought it up already, Project Looking Glass. So it's a thing where, I want to learn more about it. I think they're using it. Q has told us that they're using it. It's a real thing. And I think that technology is a little bit, something that we may not be able to comprehend for a lot of people. I would be very interested in seeing it.
One other thing, everybody's trying to red pill everybody. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. I get it. And, I think I'm going to give I think Dave from X22 had said it, and it resonated with me. He said, the treason and whatnot is one thing, and people can kind of, they can shrug that off a little bit. It's white collar, it's money, it's power.
Yeah.
But it's the human trafficking stuff. And when you had the Aussie on a couple of minutes ago, came to mind. I don't know if you ever saw SGT had her on a year or so ago. Her name's Fiona Barnett.
Yes,
out of Australia.
Heard that name.
I'd like you. Maybe you could get her on and do an interview because it's stuff like that when people hear it and do a little research and stuff and check it out. She's been screaming for 15 years, and there's some things that she's saying. If anybody was saying that about anybody's parents or relatives, they would do everything in their power, I think, to shut them up or to bring them to justice or to, get them for libel. But she's been totally ignored by the media and everything else. And it's because something called discovery, because if they do challenge her, then things have to come to light. And she said some very, very disturbing things about some very, very famous people in our country, powerful people that are dead. But, she's very credible. And I think it's stuff like that has to come out, that people have to, this is why the faith stuff comes in.
Wow. I'll tell you this.
As a Christian, because this is you gotta get, it's just a spiritual thing. And what these people have done to us, and when it comes out, people have to be, anchored into their God, and they have to know that God's in control, because when the evil is totally exposed, which I think it's going to be, this is what's going to rock people to their core. And so, anyway, if you could, she's a Christian woman. I mean, if you hear her testimony and whatnot, and you guys say she's been screaming for 15 years, and she's sold, I think, books and everything else, and no exposure for the mainstream or anything, but she's pretty well known in Australia, and it's getting out very disturbing information, but it's stuff that the patriots should know about, and that we should be going to that level, and we're going to get into the FBI and all this crap at the intelligence agencies and Obama and all this nonsense. That's going to be coming out, but that's just kind of like step one. When they get into the human trafficking crap and what they've been doing to children and whatnot, we got to face that, and we got to look at that for what it is, identify it for what it is, realize that, God's more powerful, but we are dealing with demonic forces in high places, just like the Bible says, and it's taken down by spiritual warfare. Not by us screaming and yelling. It's by spiritual warfare. And that means that we've got to humble ourselves before God Almighty, and we've got to repent of our individual and national sins of apathy.
Yes.
And looking the other way for so long and letting this crap go on and eradicate it. And I just pray every day for Bush, right? For Trump and and all the white hats, and like that last caller said, it's time for the patriots to rise. It's not time to shut up, but it's time to speak out in the right spirit. But we have to speak out, and we cannot. I agree. We have to have the courage of our convictions. So
I agree, my man.
If you're ever hungry, come on up the mountain. My wife makes a mean pot roast with gravy and mashed potatoes. If you ever feel like a home cooked meal.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I'm right. You're not far. Hendersonville's not too far, my man. I appreciate. I love the invite.
All right.
We'll talk again. I really call back anytime. Okay. Thank you for the invite.
All right. Ciao.
Take care, my friend. One more call. We got to make it super quick. Where did they go? Was this it? I think this is her or him. Hello. Hey, are you there?
This is Doug.
Doug Murray.
Thomas. Yes, Thomas. Can you hear me, bud?
Yeah, very, very low. This is the last. I got to go really quick with you, Doug. I'm about to do the presser. What's up, my man?
Okay, bro. Just wanted to say shout out to Navy Vet. I'm not very far from him tonight. I'm actually down here in Texas, very close to him. And anyways, wanted to give a shout out. Say that's awesome that Marjorie Greene. She is my district. That's my district there in Georgia. Voted for her. Very glad to see that happening. The Twitter purge that's going on right now, a couple of things. Just one piece of advice I want to try and give to everybody. Maybe this will save some of us.
Okay.
But I know that they're not going to everybody. They're going after the big accounts. If you're one of these big account stuff, go dark. Go dark. If you're not actively on Twitter, turn your account off. Turn it down. Don't give them the opportunity.
I thought about doing that.
I think Punisher put it out today. He was like saying, "Hey, these people that are doing this, they work for Twitter."
Yes, he did say that today. I saw that. Yeah,
So
that's good advice.
that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if you're not going to get actively on there and look and see what's going on,
Yeah.
turn your account, suspend it, be done with it, for the day, or, like you did for 3 days, take a break from it. Because I'll tell you, Thomas, I haven't been on social media in probably close to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got on this Twitter like a month ago, listening to Mark Taylor say, "Hey, we need everybody on the battlefield." I got on it. Dude, it sucked. I hate it. I hate being on Twitter and seeing all this crap. It sucks.
It's tough, my man. It's tough. Listen, Doug, I gotta let you go, buddy. I was gonna watch the presser with everybody. If you can watch along with us, sounds like you're on like driving, or something. Just tune in with us, and you're more than welcome to call back anytime. Okay, we're gonna do an afternoon stream Friday. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Thomas. You everybody be safe. Okay.
All right, Dougie. Thank you so much, bud. I hope you're all right.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. There we go, guys. That's it for the call portion of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna go ahead and watch. We're gonna go ahead and watch the presser because I have not yet, and I want to. Bring it up here. Let me minimize me. And let's get this started. If we can get to 1,000 likes, hit it up. Hit it up. That's the thing. Also, PayPal, Patreon, and also Streamlabs to Super Chat if you want to. PayPal is the best, Patreon is the best way to support this channel. I can promise you that. Let's get to 1,000 likes as well and enjoy ourselves because this is what we're all here for. And let's go ahead and hear what the president had to say today.
Nice to be with you all. Good evening. Before providing today's update on the China virus, I want to address the violence, looting, and rioting taking place in the Democrat-controlled cities of New York, Portland, Chicago, and Seattle. The mayors and governors of these states and cities have an absolute duty to use all resources necessary to end the violence and all of the injury and death. New York City has an army of great police. I know them very well. And the law enforcement and the New York's finest are as good as it gets, and they should be allowed to do their job. If they do their job, if they're allowed to do their job, the New York City problem will be solved and be solved quickly. They do it well. The mayor, Bill de Blasio, should immediately hire back all of the police who were fired without justification. They were fired. I guess that's part of defund the police by the Democrats. They should hire New York City's finest back. You have some incredible policemen doing specific jobs that nobody else can do, actually, when it comes to terrorism and other things. Together, the city of Chicago and the state of Illinois have 25,000 police officers, sheriffs, and guardsmen available to quell any violence. They can do it very quickly, very easily, if allowed to do their jobs. Again, if allowed to do their jobs. Our police, our law enforcement is incredible, but they have to be allowed to do their jobs. The Democrats or the radical left Democrats, or both, because they're becoming one and the same. If you look at election results, the Democrats are being taken over by the radical left. The city of Portland and the state of Oregon have 10,000 fine officers and guardsmen available. Seattle, Washington, and Washington State have 10,000 available. So Seattle, city of Seattle, and Washington State itself, they have great people. They have to be allowed to do their job. I'm urging them to deploy these resources to protect their citizens and to stop the violence and all of the things that we watch on television going on, although a lot of the, unfortunately, fake news don't like to put it on because it shows that the Democrats are doing a very bad job of law enforcement.
Because they're one and the same.
They have to be honest with the people of this country. But I'm offering all available federal support requested to stop the violence and arrest the criminals. We have to be asked by the governors or the mayors, and we'll be there very rapidly. It's ready, willing, and able. We're all ready, willing, and able to go to these jurisdictions and take care of them. We'll do them very quickly. You saw what happened in Minneapolis. They ripped the city apart. When the National Guard went in, it ended immediately. It was immediate and lasted. These acts of destruction are not isolated incidents, but demonstrate the pattern of violent left-wing extremism that you get to see if you're watching the right news program. Under any rational definition, the arson attack on the police precinct in Portland would be considered an act of left-wing domestic terrorism. They really are anarchists. These are left-wing anarchists. They are anarchists. And I'm directing the Department of Justice to...
Is this from yesterday? Is this right day? This is from the 11th. No, I wanted to watch the one from today. Sorry, hold on. Here we go. I got it.
Thank you very much.
My bad. My bad.
And good evening as we continue to confront the...
My bad. We got it. We're good.
Building America's economy like nobody thought possible, actually. We're doing incredibly well. Stock market's up almost 300 points again today. While our economy is performing significantly better than Europe, which people have to understand very strongly, it's performing better than any market anywhere in the world, actually. At the same time, Europe has experienced a 40% higher excess mortality than the United States. And I will say that that's a significant number. We're working with Europe on their difficulties, and we are going to help them all the way. We're doing very well, as you know, in the vaccines and the therapeutics. But think of that. We have the strongest economy, performing economy in the world. We're up, I think it's $9 trillion since March, $9 trillion in value. That's a number that nobody's ever heard of before. We're also getting close to about a 50% number since March, which is incredible. So it's $9 trillion. It's almost 50%. In fact, I think it went above 50% today with the 300-point increase. And it's so we're doing much better than Europe significantly. And at the same time, Europe has experienced a 40% higher.
Look at China stocks. Trash.
I just want to mention, because another number of judges were approved recently, will be probably over 300 judges, federal judges, including Court of Appeals judges, approved by the end of my first term. And other than when they added new judges into somebody's term, which happens seldom, but we have more than any.
Ginny Whaley, I'm live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
This in one term. So we're going to have over 300 federal judges, and that's Court of Appeals judges, and that's just in the first term. It probably will finish out over 300, which is pretty amazing. The stock market rebound.
All right, guys. So this one's an hour long. I want to get into the questions.
Almost 4 years ago, right? And when I in Minneapolis, if they allowed, if they were here,
we denounce the Antifa as a.
I do not want to hear this schmo talk. Is that Fauch? Oh, never mind.
Of fantastic parents.
Underlying health conditions, all the while acting would do to the platform. And it's an honor to do so. Scott is truly. They'll be making perhaps.
Let's listen to
contribution. They have options. They can do
Let's
it.
listen
They
to
don't
this.
have to do it. I think most of them will do it. We're also doing a payroll tax cut, which is a massive number. That's a very big number. And that's a number that's bigger than any of the numbers we talked about. And
Patricia, thanks for stopping by, sweetie.
really incentivizes companies.
Fred cares. That's the new doc.
Company cut and a
Fauci's out.
employee cut.
That's hilarious.
So that really, very much incentivizes people to
Fauci's gone.
work hard, and the company to hire people back. And we've had some of the great economic minds saying that's the most important cut. That would be the best cut you could do. We couldn't get the Democrats to even think about agreeing to it. It's not the Democrat way, I guess, because it just seems that whether it's Larry Kudlow or any of your many friends, that's the one they wanted the most. Would you say, Larry? And so we're doing that, and that was never even really discussed because that was taken off the table by the Democrats immediately. And this is every week. Every week you get a check or a month.
I can't listen to the whole thing, guys. It's over an hour and 30 minutes.
Of money that you're getting directly. So it's really, it's a very big number. It's a very substantial number. And this is, don't forget, this is in addition to the $400. And this is a big number. And now at the end of the year, the assumption that I win, I'm going to terminate the payroll tax, which is another thing that some of the great economists would like to see.
Terminate!
We'll be paying into Social Security through the general fund, and it works out very nicely. If Biden would win, he wouldn't do that because he's going to double and triple everybody's taxes. He's going to have to explain that one.
He's getting rid of the payroll tax.
He's also going to quadruple regulations. He wants to put regulations on. One of the reasons that we had the kind of numbers and big.
Can somebody say that? Tell me what that means. That if he kicks that out, what does that mean?
It looks like we'll be bouncing right back where.
What is the payroll tax?
One of the reasons
if that's gone.
So many horrible regulations, and Biden, with his new partner, Kamala, will. If you think he's going to put it all back, but many times more. I mean, they want to increase regulations, and that's just going to drive companies out, and it's going to drive people out. It's going to drive them to other countries, and it's going to make us not competitive with other countries. Please, Oya.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to highlight a kind of odd situation. In the last hour or so, if you Googled Antifa.com, it would take you straight to Joe Biden's website, his official campaign website. Odd situation. We don't know who's behind that. But it raises an interesting leadership question. Should Joe Biden, the Democratic Party, Kamala Harris, should they publicly denounce the Antifa as a domestic terrorist organization?
They should. I think they're afraid to. It's, in my book, it's virtually a part of their campaign, Antifa. The Democrats act like, gee, I don't know exactly what that is. Take a look at Portland. Take a look at any place you want to take a look at.
The caller did say this, care to see.
We put on a 10-year prison sentence if you knock down any statues 2 months ago, and since then we haven't seen much of them. We had to send border security. We sent actually Homeland and border and different forms of Homeland to Portland in order to, you know what we had to do. We had to save. They wanted to knock down a courthouse, a $500 million courthouse. They wanted to burn it down, knock it down. And they were easily able to defend. But the mayor and the governor of the state, they didn't want to do that. And we actually sent our people there, and they did a great job. And they did it easily. But in the meantime, they went to other parts of the city, and they're doing damage. And we're recommending to the governor that they call in national security, call in the National Guard. We're willing to we would stop that problem in 1 hour. We sent just defensive measures to protect and save that courthouse from being burned down or knocked down. We also saved a couple of other buildings, federal buildings, because they were unable to do the job. I have to say this, they have really good police. They have a great group of people that if they would be allowed to do their job, same with Chicago and same with New York and a couple of other cities, if they allowed, in Chicago, 25,000 police, and they're really good, but they're not allowed to do their job. In New York, you have New York's finest, but they've totally taken away.
He does look a little tired, guys. I didn't notice
they've
that.
taken away their lives in a sense because they don't allow them to do their job.
Might have been a long
So
night.
easily, you wouldn't have a problem in New York, and that includes with terrorism and everything else. They disbanded. They've cut by $1 billion their budget in New York, $1 billion, and crime is up by 200%, 250%, depends on what week you're looking at. It's crazy what's going on in New York. We could solve that problem easily, but we don't have to because they should be able to do it themselves. But they have to give the honor back. It's an honor. They have to give the honor back to their law enforcement groups. New York is great, so is Chicago. And in Portland, they could do the job. If they don't want to do that, we would send in gladly if they want. The National Guard will take care of it in 1 hour. It'll go very quickly. As we did, by the way, if you take a look in Minneapolis, when they were burning down Minneapolis, a wonderful place, but nobody's ever seen anything like it. After days, the very liberal, and these are all run by liberal Democrats. Every place I talk about is run because we have great cities, and they're run by Republicans. Okay, it's there's no magic to it. It's obvious what's going on, and the cities that I mentioned are all run by liberal, very liberal Democrats, and it's very sad when you see what's happening to New York. It's very sad when you see what's happening to other cities, not just those three other cities. And when you look at what's happening, it's not even believable. I left New York almost 4 years ago, and you could see signs of problems because de Blasio was there. He's a horrific mayor, just horrific. I mean, people don't want to go there anymore. He's not only
dangerous,
bad with crime, the way he talks about the city and what he does, he's horrific. And when I see that, it's a very sad thing. I left almost 4 years ago, right? And when I look and see what's happening to a city that I love, that still has great potential, but it's going to have to be brought back because what happened in New York is it's not even believable. What's happening in Chicago, where one weekend you had 78 people shot and 18 die in a weekend. And then successive weekends, you have so much of that happening, and it's really not even believable. And if you let Democrats run this country, and we've stopped it from going other places, if you let Democrats run this country, you'll have all of your cities be just like that.
Thank you, Mr. President. The heads of the Boston and Dallas Fed today said that the economy hasn't recovered strong enough because the country hasn't contained the virus. So what's your response to them, and what did that argue for a stronger federal response?
Well, look, you just saw it. Other countries were doing much better than all other major countries, peer countries. This chart came out just a little while ago. I thought I'd say, see, it's that kind of a question, the wise guy question. I just went over the whole thing. We're doing better than almost everyone with the economy, and I think we face
wise
a
guy
because Democrats, perhaps for political reasons, don't want to open up their states, and that's having a huge toll. That's taking a huge toll on people within those states. When you look at North Carolina, you have a man doesn't want to open it up. You look at Michigan, you look at some states. I mean, they just want to keep these people in their houses, in their prisons. They call them prisons. And I think a lot of it's for political reasons because they want to look as bad as possible on November 3rd. But I don't think it's going to matter because we're doing so well in so many ways. As far as the plague is concerned, when you look at the numbers, take a look at what's going on now with other countries. They're having flare-ups that are very, very substantial. And we've done very well. We're helping a lot of those countries. And those were model countries that you used to talk about and say how well they were doing, except they just exploded. They just had very big flare-ups. You understand that. No, we're doing very well. And I don't have to show you the charts again, but those charts are at a level that nobody even thought possible. I think we're going to have a fantastic third quarter. I think next year will be one of the strongest years we've had. And this is with California being closed down. This is where North Carolina and Michigan and tremendous states, great states, are being closed by, for reasons I think that Scott would tell you disagree with, right? You disagree with. We spent a great amount of time talking about it. We got to open up our country. We understand the disease. We understand who it hits. We have to protect our elderly people, especially our elderly people that are not well. We have to protect them. But we understand it, and we understand it well. We've learned a lot. And we're going to have the vaccine soon, and we're going to have the therapeutic soon. It's going to come out very soon, and we're very proud of the people, the job they've done. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Thanks, Mr. President. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris just appeared together in their first campaign event right before you got up on this podium. Can you tell us if you watched their remarks and give us your reaction to them?
I didn't watch. I saw just a moment of him speaking, a moment of her speaking, and it was enough. Look, he made a choice. He picked her. I watched her. I watched her poll numbers go boom, 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 down to almost nothing. And she left angry. She left mad. There was nobody more insulting to Biden than she was. She said horrible things about him, including accusations made about him by a woman where she, I guess, believed the woman. And now all of a sudden she's running to be vice president, saying how wonderful he is. I thought it was a very unusual pick because she said such bad things, and you know better than anybody what, you won't write it because you don't want to do that, but you know better than anybody. She said horrible things about him, horrible things. And she mocked him, openly mocked him. That's why I thought that was a very risky pick, because I'm sure that'll be played back, not necessarily by me. But
thank you, Fred, for sharing.
Played back. The other thing,
less than 100 away.
She wants a
from 1,000. Let's get it, baby.
Tax hike. No fracking. How do you think no fracking in Pennsylvania is going to play? That's a big fracking state. If you didn't have energy produced that way, you would have taxes that would triple, and you'd have unemployment that you wouldn't believe. In Pennsylvania last year had the best year they've ever had. Texas last year had the best year they've ever had. Oklahoma, best year. Almost every state in our nation last year had the best year they've ever had. And they're going to have that again next year. And you can see that by what? But think of it. She wants no fossil fuels. No fossil fuels.
This is insanity.
Really? Tell that to Texas. And then I hear Trump is only 1 point up in Texas. No, they said the same thing with crooked Hillary Clinton. They said Texas is in play. Trump is down in Texas. And then I won Texas immediately when they said the polls are closed. Trump has won Texas. And I won by a lot. And I won Georgia by a lot. It's the same thing over. It's almost like a duplication of what happened before.
That's comms right
there.
there.
We have much more energy now than we ever did in 2016, and we had a lot. We had record amounts in 2016. But you take a look at the tax cuts. We gave the biggest tax cut in the history of our country and the biggest regulation cuts in the history of our country by far, right? He wants to increase everybody's taxes. And she's one of the people that wants that. I mean, you take a look at that. She wants to defund or at least substantially reduce money going to police departments. And you can't do that. You can't do that. It's actually got to be the opposite. I've been endorsed by so many police departments. I'm getting a really good one this week that you'll be seeing. Really big, really good. But who could ever, what police department, what law enforcement group could ever support Joe Biden? Where
none.
He said things that are so bad and so foolish, frankly so stupid in terms of crime and what would happen. So we're getting all of law enforcement. We're getting the military. She wants to spend much less on our military. I've rebuilt the military. We have the strongest.
If Biden and Kamala get in, we're dead. I'm just going to say that right now. They'll round us up.
In the United States, $2.5 trillion we spent.
We'll be like CJ over there in Australia.
We had a military that was totally, it was in terrible, terrible shape. it was depleted. It was a depleted military. Old planes, old tanks, old everything. And we have a beautiful, brand new military with the best people in the world. We never had anything like it. Some of the equipment is still coming in. No, we've done a real job, and I think we're going to be extremely successful. I was surprised that he picked her, very surprised because of the horrible way she talked about him, and frankly because she dropped like a rock. I didn't. When I ran against 17 people, most
17
governors and senators, some others. Ben Carson was very strong, very good. A couple of others, but mostly governors, mostly senators, and I ran, and I went up. She ran and she went down to rock bottom. I don't think she ever got to run to take a vote in the first state. So generally speaking, you don't want to pick somebody that went down. She went down, but she went down in a very she said horrible things about Biden. She said far worse about Biden than I ever did. And now she's running as vice president. So how does that work? Please, in the back.
Mr. President, thanks for taking my question. I'm wondering tonight if you might have any words of encouragement for middle schoolers or high schoolers starting the school year strictly online who might be frustrated, wondering how they're going to get through the next quarter, missing their friends and teachers. Just wondering if you might have any words of encouragement for them.
It's such a
good question.
Such a good question. Yeah, I mean, you hear what I was saying. Scott will be involved, and he'll be talking to you over the next couple of days, what he's saying from great experience. No, I feel very badly for him. And I have a feeling that on November 4th, somebody's going to announce schools are open. The country's open.
This is what I wanted to hear. This is a gift.
A lot of it's such a good question. Yeah, I mean, you hear what...
This is very interesting, and this will end the show tonight. Listen what he says, that everything goes away after November 3rd. I'm telling you guys, things are about to be incredible.
And he'll be talking to you over the next couple of days, what he's saying from great experience. No, I feel very badly for him. And I have a feeling that on November 4th, somebody's going to announce schools are open. The country's open. Everything's open. I really believe a lot of it's done for political reasons, if you want to know the truth. I think so. But you're right.
That, my friends,
is not the same as being in the classroom. And that's been proven.
So randomly, he says, somebody's going to say it. He's going to say it. The tables turn, my friends, when this election happens. This nightmare realm that we live in together, it's gone. I really believe that it's going to be gone. Me and Shan talked about it today. I really believe that that this just kind of goes away. Just gone. Right? Something's all political. BML, BLM, whatever. It doesn't even matter. They're irrelevant. Antifa. This virus, this shit storm is gone. Evaporates. Guys, that is it for the podcast. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I am going to pray for Australia. I'm going to say a prayer for each and every one of us. So if you want to bow your heads, please go ahead and do that together. Heavenly Father, please watch over each and every one of us. Watch over Australia. They're going through a very, very tough time. Protect the people of Australia. Thank you for allowing CJ to call in and give us the information we need to hear. A lot of us weren't aware of this. So, Father God, please watch over Australia. Watch over the rest of the world, because we are all in troubling times right now. We know that we have to get through the trials and tribulations of what's been handed to us to cope with what's to come. It's going to get a lot better. I know that that's what you are providing us. Thank you for giving us the greatest president of all time, President Donald J. Trump. Please continue to watch over the Q team, our military, the White Hats, the Alliance. Continue to watch over every fellow American out there, everyone in the chat, everyone who's tuning in today. My God, please give us guidance, give us strength, give us love, joy, and happiness as we continue our journey. Thank you for paving the path for us so that we can all come together as one on this platform and become closer and closer each conversation that we have. In Jesus' name, amen. Guys, that is it for the show. I really hope you thoroughly enjoyed yourselves. It is always a pleasure for us to be together. You all know this. And there's no other place like this because this is our cozy corner of the internet. And each and every one of you are very special people. Always know that. Always know that. And you always have a place here on True Reporting. Please remember, follow me on Twitter at True Reporting. Follow me on Parler, True Reporting 1985. If you want to become a Patreon today, I can promise you we can message back and forth, whatever you want to do. This channel has been demonetized. This is the best way to support the channel. So many of you do it already, and it really does help. PayPal's out there too, and also the Streamlabs if you want to hit that up. I really hope you enjoyed yourselves, guys. Remember that we're all in this together. It's a beautiful time to be alive. We've got to get through the darkest before the dawn, right? The darkest is always before the dawn. And we will be in a new light, a new world. This I can promise you. Thanks to the mod Shan. Thanks to Marsha Sunny Skies. Thanks for Pun stopping by. Thanks for all the callers. It was a pleasure to see you guys. Thank you for the warm welcoming back. And let's hit 1,000 likes before we head out the door. We're at 9:56, 44 to go. Hit it up. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow with a brand new podcast. And it's good to be back. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Love and light to each and every one of you. And God bless you. Bye-bye. Guys, if you found what you just watched informative and you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to the True Reporting family today. There are many ways to support this channel, like our Patreon link, our PayPal link, and our TrueReporting.us official website link in the description box below. Join the True Reporting family today and be a part of history, because where we go one, we go all.